Isn't that perfect, dear? I just love it when you do important things like paperwork.
Oh, you know the project I've been working on? Well, it's finally finished.
Oh, honey, I forgot to tell you why this is such a perfect evening.
Looks like it's going to work perfectly. Everything just came together.
Tonight, we're getting together the Joneses and the Smiths and the Davises. That's my surprise, Papa Bear. We're going to have a dinner party.
Of course, I was surprised to find that my project would probably cause the inevitable destruction of the entire world and every living creature on it.
Won't it be delightful?
A complete and total apocalypse.
With the very best guests.
Isn't that just perfect?
Why don't we watch a little TV while we wait on our guests?
Ladies and gentlemen of the listening audience, we interrupt this program with an important announcement from the federal government. Fellow citizens, the eminent scientists at the Institute for Advanced Scientific Studies have discovered the world as we know it, and all living things on planet Earth will be completely and totally destroyed.
Well, what do you know? I'm on live television. Good thing I dressed up.
Yes, with me here, I have a local citizen. Tell me, what are you doing to prepare for the end of the world?
Well, gosh darn it. When I heard the world was going to end, would it be all right if I said hi to my mom and pa back home?
Well, ma'am, we have important information to...
What a load of hootenanny. Just take a second. I want to give an old how-to-do to everyone back in my old homestead, especially little Judy. Hi,
Ma'am, I'm trying to stay professional in the time of impending doom.
Oh, and I can't forget my cousin Mark. From what I hear, you won't have to worry about that rash no more. Everyone watching, keep home. Everyone watching home, still keep watching, because Ita is my new friend, and she's going to tell you all about how to prepare for what's coming.
Well, you see, there has been no real information about what is to come. All we really know is that the eminent scientists at the Institute for Advanced Scientific Studies have discovered the world as we know it, and all living things on planet Earth will be completely and totally destroyed.
Is that it?
That's all I know.
Are you all right, pal?
Are any of us alright? I would wager that none of us are alright. And why should we be with everything that's going on? The government didn't even ask us if we wanted this apocalypse.
What are our hard?
What are our hard-earned votes, dear?
Well, our kids and foundation votes.
Read our lips, America.
No new apocalypses. You agree, correct?
I'm not sure that has to do with...
Oh, and I forgot to say hi to my little brother Jed.
This is why TV is so important.
It gets a message to the masses.
We should all take a stand for what we believe in.
And what we believe in is very important.
What do you believe in?
I am partial to rodeos myself.
I'm just scared.
Well, the only thing we have to fear is...
More taxes.
We now send you over to the studio where we continue to report.
My dinner party! That is not perfect! Yes, you has good news! Why, it's our perfect son. And what is this good news? Well, this is just about the most important news ever. More important than any news you've heard today. Oh, I doubt that. It looks like I am going to be the new quarterback for the school's football team. Isn't that grand? Now, Junior, no, we will have no playing ball in the house. That is not the perfect way a son should behave. You know father doesn't like a lot of hullabaloo while he's relaxing after work. And since fathers are so good at working hard and giving us nice things like radios, toaster ovens, and apocalypses, we must give him a moment of peace. I'm sorry, Mother. I was just so excited about being quarterback that I just had to tell you. Being quarterback is just about the most important thing that'll ever happen to me, even if I live to be 100 years old. Well, that's not likely. Now, run along and get changed. Tonight, the Joneses and the Smiths and the Davises are all coming over for dinner, and I want everything to be perfect. behavior.
All Dad'll do is read his paper and smoke his smelly old pipe.
Because that's what fathers are good at, Junior. If you work real hard, you can be a man like him someday, and read about important things and make your own special smells. Dinner will be ready soon, and you don't have long. Not long at all. But until then, go change.
Gee willikers, Mom.
Mother said, or go and change right now before it's too late. Papa Bear, I know there's nothing more important than relaxing after a hard day at work. Even the end of the world could tear a working man away from his energy, but it's not even the end of the world. Perfect daughter home just in time to help Mommy get ready for the dinner party. And how's my little lady today?
Today, when I was on the playground, I pushed Timmy Smith off of the monkey bars.
That's nice, sweetie. Now go and change into your ready dress so our guests can see our little houses and we can have a perfect dinner party.
And after he fell, I twisted his broken arms, and he started to cry. And I laughed because boys aren't supposed to cry, even when you break your arm falling off the monkey bars. So I made him eat dirt for crying, and the teacher's
Nice. We have guests on the way and there isn't much time left for anyone.
And then after he ate dirt, I twisted his broken arms, and he started to scream, and I left it.
Mother said go to your room or this will indeed be your last day on earth. Do it now before Mommy gets angry.
Okay.
Love, Father. Love is why we're having a dinner party tonight. Because I love our perfect home, our perfect lives, and our perfect children. Well, here they are at last, and I thought they would never get here. Father dear, please start reading your paper. We have guests at the door.
Excuse me, but I'm the civil defense warden, and I have an important announcement. The end of the world has been scheduled for 7:36 p.m. this evening. Please remain calm. Do not panic. This is not a test. Ma'am, I am here to ensure the orderly behavior of citizens during this emergency. If you to survive the end of the world, it will be because of our orderly behavior. Now, I know this is a fighting situation, but if you will allow me to
Father, isn't it just perfect that a man in uniform has stopped by right before our dinner party? It's always nice to have someone in uniform come to a party. Such good conversation always comes from uniforms.
Ma'am, I appreciate your respect for the office of the civil defense warden, but I couldn't help but notice that all your lights were burning. I detected the smell of what could only be termed meatloaf from the street. Do you realize that having your lights on is an invitation to disorder and chaos? It's in the manual. If you go against the manual, you virtually guarantee the speedy destruction of everyone and everything. We don't want that, do we?
How else would I have the perfect dinner party without the lights on? And what is wrong with meatloaf? You don't think it should have made a casserole instead, do you? Because I thought that meatloaf would be the perfect dish for it. Oh my, I wrinkled your uniform.
As a civil defense warden for Area B9, I have a duty to maintain order in the event of existence-threatening events. I am, after all, a highly trained professional after my 2.5-hour orientation course. They gave me a certificate and everything.
And that is a perfectly nice certificate. But we will have to get another chair if you're going to stay for dinner. I will go get one from the kitchen. You just make yourself comfortable until our guests get here. Isn't it just perfect to have a surprise guest, Father?
There's no time for that, ma'am. As outlined in the manual, I am declaring a state of emergency for our area and canceling all dinner parties. Now, if we can turn off the lights and all assume our emergency preparedness positions. Duck, cover, remain calm.
You see, you don't seem to understand. I've been planning this dinner party for a very long time, and nothing, not even the end of the world, is going to stop it from happening. So whether your little manual says so or not, those lights are staying on and there will be a dinner party tonight.
But I can't secure the rest of Area B9 until I turn off the lights here. If I could just really quickly turn off the lights.
Touch that light switch and you will lose a hand. What you will do is stay and eat meatloaf, or you will not live to see the apocalypse with everyone else. I'll go get that
Stay for a
chair.
minute. But we don't have long.
Remember, I'm watching you, little man.
I like your uniform. It's just perfect. Mother says that men in uniforms are good to have at dinner parties because good conversation comes from uniforms. I saw a man at the filling station today that looks just like you. He has a different uniform though.
I'm the civil defense warden for Area B9. That is a very important job, especially in the event of the end of the world.
I know Father says that filling station workers are grease monkeys and that we shouldn't talk to them because they aren't important.
Well, I am not a grease monkey. I only work at the filling stations on weekends and Wednesdays. My real job is important, very important, and you refer to me as Mr. Civil Defense Warden.
Well, there's my perfect daughter behaving like a little lady and talking to the nice man in uniform. I hope she hasn't talked your ear off.
She said I was a grease monkey, and I was telling her that I am the Civil Defense Warden.
Oh, there are unexpected guests. Maybe the civil defense warden should sit down.
I'll still talk to you even if you're a grease monkey.
Look, it's Grandpa comes in. Isn't that just a perfect surprise? Oh, and he's brought Nurse Jane along for a visit as well. Oh, he's so perfectly excited that they chose now to drop in. It's ever so good to see you, Nurse Jane. Grandpa, we are having a dinner party tonight, and I've made the perfect meatloaf. Wouldn't it be perfect if you stayed and joined our little party?
Blasted buggle off!
He says thank you for the invitation, and we would love to stay. Now, don't get yourself all excited or your vagina will act up and you'll have another spell.
Is he all right? It isn't because of the meatloaf, is it? I knew I should have made a casserole.
Oh no, he loves meatloaf. He does this every time I vacuum the floor. There I am, pushing the vacuum back and forth and back and forth, and he just gets all upset. I think it's the sound of the vacuum that upsets him.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the Civil Defense Warden for Area B9.
Oh, I just love a man in uniform.
Well, what a coincidence. I just happen to be wearing one right now.
Why, thank you, Grandpa. That's the perfect thing to say. Daughter dear, Grandpa's going to stay and visit. Oh, a smudge.
What did you say?
Oh, please use that one. I think I'll have to go now.
Why, it's Freddie from the filling station. How's the gas pumping business?
Well, the gas pumps always need wiping. The windshields are, hello there, I'm Jester, Civil Defense Warden here to supervise this area during the end of the world.
What do you mean, end of the world? Mother's meatloaf isn't that bad. At least it's not her casserole.
We Civil Defense Wardens don't put on our helmets unless devastation is almost certain. I suggest to prevent the end of the world, we all duck, cover, and remain calm.
Come on, Freddie, you're pulling my leg.
It says right here in the official announcement that the end of the world has been scheduled for 7:36 p.m. this evening.
I guess that means the game will be canceled tomorrow.
Of course, they never sent an official announcement, so that's serious.
And I will get to play quarterback.
And I would say the possible end of the world is serious.
And Susie Smith won't wear my Letterman sweater. And I will get to hold her hand at the bonfire. And we'll never kiss.
I've been waiting a long time to kiss Susie Smith. No bonfire means no kiss. Well, isn't that just perfect?
Well, if I helped your bullet here to the blistering 14 ball of fire, kind of like a bonfire.
Mother will be so proud of me. Isn't this just a perfect evening?
I guess so, if you like apocalypses and Armageddons. Personally, I was hoping for a simple earthquake or alien attack, not for a genuine civil emergency. But hey, you broke the forgiven.
Mother took down that paper. The neighbors who stopped by.
And so Lord says to me, Martha, he says, since the TV says the end of the world, I'm sure you wouldn't mind making me and Mary a cake. And I says, a cake? Right now? With everything about to end? And he says, we really would like a cake, Martha, as if I would have enough to worry about. Not that he ever thought about me or what I wanted. But I don't want a cake.
Now, Martha,
My wife means that since your lights were the only lights on in the neighborhood, and what with this whole end of the world thing, we thought we'd just hop on up.
Don't interrupt me, George. It's not polite. Anyway, since it's the end of the world.
I told him that leaving the lights on was against regulations.
Hi, Mary. Do you want to play?
Want to play? No. Do I really have to?
Wasn't that just special?
We thought we'd just hop right on over and see if you had a cup of sugar. Is it just a cup you need? I can get that right.
Well, actually, if you had a little bit more, I need a bigger cake for George.
Not that he needed more cake. It's like
How big around the middle is
George says the catastrophes like this one will be horrible. So one last cake.
Now, Martha, let's not tell them everything.
I hope you don't mind if it's a bother. Of course. How much would you like?
5 or 10 cups.
5 or 10 pounds would be enough.
That was a big cake. I like big cakes. It takes a really big knife to cut big cakes.
Of course. If you'll just follow me. Being the perfect neighbor is whatever anyone asks.
As long as it's not about George. Carry all the sugar and you're too lazy to do that.
Now, Martha.
Do they always talk this much?
One time, when Mommy was making a cake for Grandma's birthday, I accidentally spilled rat poison into the batter. I didn't tell Mommy though. The cake still turned out looking perfectly fine. Isn't that right, Grandpa? That wasn't he says he loves you too. Right? I think I like his grease monkey uniform better than this one.
I am not a grease monkey.
Oh, hell no. I just love talking to men in uniform. They always have such interesting things to say.
You know, in the event of complete and terminal catastrophes, I'm the most important person in this 4-block area.
4 blocks?
Do you want to see my manual?
Oh, yes?
We are still out here waiting for 7:36 p.m. to strike. What we have been told is unspeakable, but still I've been told to keep speaking about it.
And I'm here too. After all, I couldn't leave my new friend out here all alone now, could I?
Thanks, Ellie Mae. Alone. That is not something we report on often here. I hope you all are with your loved ones.
Ah, no worries about it, partner. I wouldn't leave you.
Alone is something many feel as the end approaches. I'm sorry, did you have something to say to the audience today? You said you're feeling alone. Are you lost, child? I wouldn't say I'm lost. After all, I've been given a very important job, reporting the news. Yes, but can you trust the news? I should hope so. It's what I dedicated my life to.
I trust it. After all, it was how I was able to say hi to my family earlier on tonight.
That's nice. I know why you feel lost.
But I don't.
You're lost because you don't know what is to come. No, but nobody does. All we really know is that the eminent scientists at the Institute for Advanced Scientific Studies have discovered the world as we know it, and all living things on planet Earth will be totally and completely destroyed.
Oh, but is that enough? Or is it all just lies? After all, how could they not know when I have known all along?
You have? You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. We have a first-hand account of that the end that is coming.
Oh, but I cannot reveal it now. It is not the proper time or place. But if you come with me, then you shall be saved at the end.
Well, wait, I think you should go. If your job is to find out the truth, I think this here Mercy might be the key to it.
I mean, it might be nice, so I can come back and report it to the news.
It's all right. Just let go. Know that I will lead you into the future. You no longer have to worry about what is to come.
You're right. Here.
Come, my child. We must learn.
No worries, partner. I'll hunker down right here so the people watching have something to keep watching. Whoa, howdy, right, people. Look like it's stuck with me for the rest of the night. Hopefully rest with a few more people to talk to. Not sure who might be wandering around at this time of night, but we'll sure find out.
That must be our dinner guest! I'm so happy about how our perfect little dinner party is turning out tonight. I once had a dinner party with my dolly and my teddy bear, but they wouldn't eat the meatloaf, so I had to rip their heads off! It was just perfect.
A perfectly delightful neighbor's cat, and all they took was 10 pounds of sugar, a gallon of milk, and 5 pounds of flour. I do hope her cake comes out perfectly. I simply must check on dinner. Because that's what mothers are for, checking on dinner, dusting things, darning socks.
Civil defense wardens are for ensuring that the manual is followed in the end of the world.
Ooh, I like a man who knows how to use a manual. Bring me some more rules and stuff. It's just so manly. Okay.
Avon Calling. Is the lady of the house in?
Mother's in the kitchen checking on her meatloaf, and I'm helping her get ready for our perfect little dinner party. Grandpa's nurse and the grease monkey are reading about rules.
Well, I guess I could wait for a little while if that's okay, but with the world ending, I haven't had many women who want to buy a new product. Personally, I think many of them don't know how important it is to look your very best right until the last moment.
I know Mommy says that looking perfect is more important than being perfect.
Well, your mother is especially right when the world is ending, because beautiful people don't die in apocalypses. They die in sports cars. If everyone is beautiful, there couldn't possibly be an apocalypse. That is why blush is so important.
I know Mommy says that Nurse Jane wears too much blush and that it makes her look like a tart. I just love tarts. Are we having those for dessert?
Too much blush? Why, dearie, there is no such thing. I believe a woman should always look her best, even if she's about to be completely vaporized.
Well, they were going to be vaporized if they didn't follow the rules. They wouldn't listen to me.
I put blush on our doggy once, but it didn't look so perfect, so I put it in the washing machine with lots of soap. He didn't like a spin cycle very much. I think that's why our donkey walks funny now. Well, we're going to need more chairs if you're going to stay for dinner.
And who do we have here? Another unexpected guest for our perfect little dinner party? I'm so glad I made an extra large meatloaf.
Avon Calling. Are you the lady of the house?
Why, yes I am. I am the lady of the house.
Well then, let me introduce you to our new line of cosmetics for the end of the world. We have a whole new line of blushes just fit for the occasion.
Did you say blush? I have 36 different shades of blushes in my purse right now. Muscle color skin! That's nice, Grandpa. I know it itches sometimes. Did I tell you I just love blush?
And it shows perfectly well. And while I'm sure you have some nice blushes and lipsticks and eyeshadows, I only
What you should be using are Avon products. And you just happen to be in luck today, because I am the Avon lady, and I sell Avon products.
Yes, it's on their way.
Oh, please let me show you something. I simply couldn't live without someone buying Fiery Flirt Blush 42. Remember, beautiful people don't die in apocalypses. They die in sports cars.
Could I just try some of the blushes you have? I think mine have rubbed off. I just love blush.
Well, certainly. We have several that match your skin tone. My skin color characteristic is beautiful when your skin is being melted off in a blast of superheated gases. Or you can try Burnt to Crisp Brown, our new base.
Don't you know it, brother?
Did I say that you would speak? Well, I just can't see what's keeping our dinner guests. They should have been here hours ago. Come in. Oh my, it's Susie Smith. How unexpected.
Ellen and my mother and father told me to bring over this cake on my way to the bonfire tonight. They said it was for the dinner party.
Oh my, Susie, I'm so happy you came by. And I so look forward to having a perfect dinner party with your parents. Make yourself useful and take this to the kitchen. Now! Would you like for Junior to come out and visit? I can call him if you want.
Oh no, Magda is looking forward for a girl like me. Although he did say that he wanted to go to the bonfire with me, but he never came by.
We'll just have to see why he didn't come calling. Junior! Oh, Junior! Susie Smith is here to see you. Mother!
Hey, Susie! Look, I know I asked about the bonfire.
I really am looking forward to it.
You see, I don't think I can go with the world ending and all.
What do you mean with the world ending? I just know you didn't want to go with me, but to come up with an excuse like that.
Oh no, it's not an excuse. I really wanted to. It's just...
Oh, it's not an excuse. It says right here in the official civil defense announcement that the world ends at 7:36 today.
Let the lovebirds talk, Grace Monkey!
The world really is ending? Really? Well, if the world is ending, then I guess I can drop the square spell act. We can get out there and light some fires, boost a car or two, let some hubcaps knock over a soda counter.
That's called looting, and that is strictly forbidden in my
Maybe use my switchblade if I have to.
Of course, I can check the manual again.
Come on, Big Daddy, we're gonna blow this Boston.
But I still have my pajamas on! And, oh, okay, bye everyone! Well, isn't young love just perfect? And she's such a nice girl. I'll just go clean these.
Says that being perfect is more important than being right. One time in school, Mrs. Finkelstein marked the question wrong on my paper.
That's not so bad.
But I wanted my paper to be perfect, so I stabbed Mrs. Finkelstein with my pencil. I'll go get that.
Well, hello there, friends. Caterpillar, King Ford, Sons and Sons.
Finally, sir, I'm
Now, I know what you're thinking. Tonight is not a good night to have a sort of salesman call me. Well, if the world ended and all.
Well, actually, I was
But since I
thinking
saw
that.
your lights on, I thought I'd stop by and offer you a special deal. One you're not likely to see again.
Oh, look, another guest on the same night I'm having a dinner party. I'm so perfectly excited with how this is turning out.
I told you we should all turn off the lights and all duck
One more time!
Ducking cover is one way to avoid risk. You should really consider adding insurance and coverage to your apocalyptic preparations.
Oh, I really don't think that would be necessary.
Luckily for you, I'm ready to offer you a whole wide policy at deeply discounted rates. You see, our advanced crucial tale so that with the proper coverage, the end of the world need not be a catastrophe.
Oh, come now. There will be no catastrophes during this dinner party. Whoops! I forgot to set the timer on the meatloaf.
Friend, let me level with you. After tonight, the kinds of rates I'm offering leads to exist.
and so will everything else.
Best of all, I have a policy for absolutely everyone that anyone can afford. What was that, young man? Do we have a policy that's best for you? You bet your purse if we do. Let's look over some of your options.
I'll go get that like a good little girl.
So I says to George here, since our neighbors gave us a perfectly good cup of sugar, maybe we should ask them if we can borrow all their canned goods.
Now, Martha, what my wife means is that since everything will probably be closed during the apocalypse, we don't want to run out of everything and resort to, say, cannibalism or something.
You wouldn't mind giving us all of your canned goods, would you?
Of course! That would be a perfectly neighborly thing to do. One time, I tied a can full of beans to my kitty cat's tail, and I brought it to the swimming pool. When I put it in the water, he didn't like it very much. I I only took him out when the bubble stopped coming up.
Should probably go back to headquarters right now. They probably need me there, so.
Sit down, Grease Monkey! Well, this is turning into a perfect little gathering of friends, neighbors, and Grease Monkeys.
Hey, that's not nice.
And that's why I need maximum coverage for the future. That's a high deductible, but show me where you can get a special, where you can get this deal like this during the apocalypse, and I'll eat my hat. Let's see what the man of the house has to say.
Since everyone is getting along so well, I'll just take this opportunity to remind everyone this is the perfect night to have a perfect dinner party. And we all know that a woman who can't throw a perfect dinner party isn't much of a woman at all. I'll just go type something, because that's what I do. So I says to George, do you know what we don't have for the end of the world?
And that big lummox just sits there and says, surprise me, just like that. I says, you do not have a radio. Don't you think a radio is important in the world? And you big ox?
No, what Martha means is
Mother says that the radio is to stay off during all dinner parties.
Oh, isn't that nice?
George, get the radio.
now Martha, when we start living.
When George makes little comments like that, I just have to laugh. We'll just let ourselves out the back door.
You won't get me this time.
I guess I can get that. Not like I'm getting anyone to duck and cover with me.
If you try and leave now, I will hunt you down like an animal and bring you back to this dinner party hog die.
Did I interest you in our personal dismemberment policy?
I mean, it wouldn't be proper for a guest to answer the door. I'll get it.
As the only ones with their lights on, we didn't sit in his upstairs with them. We should stop by to ask you to join us. We are tired and fed up. How come the government posting public calls without pressing a debate? Or a public hearing? Or a referendum? Join us as we march on City Hall.
We demand an explanation from those frauds and all.
Who do they think they are?
Society like this for everyone? It's un-American.
Communistic.
Democratic.
There should be limits on when the government can announce things like apocalypses.
Yeah. Armageddon.
Yeah.
Ends of the world.
Yeah. We demand representation before annihilation.
No annihilation without representation.
Yeah.
Will you join us?
Yeah. He voted for duty.
It's so nice of you to visit, but as you can see, we have a dinner party tonight and it's going to be perfect. Besides, politics and religion aren't proper dinner conversations, so you'll just have to come visit another time.
Perhaps you ladies would be interested in a little eyeshadow before political action. I have a wonderful shade called Asteroid Impact Indigo.
Gentlemen, I know you have important matters to attend to, but can the safety and security of your friends and family remain more delay? Let's go over some of your options.
Has everyone practiced their emergency preparedness positions? Duck, cover, and remain calm.
If this dinner party isn't perfect, I don't know if I can live with myself. Or let anyone else live. It simply has to be perfect. Perfect!
Let's see what the ladies have to say about toaster insurance.
Because your lights are on, I know that the mothership won't favor with you.
To warn you, sisters.
Warn you about the doom that is about to be visited on you. I know that the end is here because I have been told.
I tried to tell her that having dinner parties.
I will rip your heart out and eat it with the meatloaf if you interrupt again, little man! What? Although it's perfectly nice having visitors at this hour, especially when I've been so busy making a meatloaf and getting ready for our perfect little dinner party.
The government has lied to you!
Lies.
Hey, the government never lies. They leave that to the newspaper.
We know that the world isn't ending for everyone, just for those who refuse to see the truth. The truth about the mothership. It was revealed to me by direct psychic connection that there's a rescue
rescue ship from the home planet. It's on its way here right now to rescue the true believer.
The ones who listen to the psychic wisdom of the ancients, as it has been revealed through the cosmic interface of the void.
Come, sisters, we must meditate. Yes.
Oh, look! More guests!
They won't be here long. None of us will. I simply must check on the meatloaf. We don't want it to burn, do we?
Burn. That's exactly what we're going to do if we don't duck, cover, and remain calm.
Like fire? Once, when I was playing with matches, I accidentally set the curtains on fire. That was our old house, though. It was really pretty when it was all lit up. It's too bad we had to move.
Not fine, son. Well, it's to die for.
I think he said he needs to go to the bathroom again.
I just love this color. Do you like it, Grandpa?
I told you it was perfect.
Do you think it suits me?
Why, yes, it does. You look very pretty. Let me check my manual and see what it says about looking pretty when the world is ending.
You're so nice and handsome in your uniform. It just puts the man and manual rules and stuff to me.
We have consulted with the overbeing.
It's time to prepare yourselves for communion with the great mystery.
Ladies, I'm trying to make enough beautiful people to stop this whole apocalypse thing. Don't you know, beautiful people don't die in apocalypses, they die in sports cars.
Oh! Sisters, we must be beautiful for the moment.
Hut, hut.
Look, Mother!
No more unexpected guests.
We're here to talk to our law, brother. Our important law business.
We're here for your husband.
As Grand Master of the Lodge, he is the ultimate authority.
As Imperial Potentate for our fraternity.
He will decide whether the lodge will support
Or oppose this whole apocalypse thing.
Of course, all lodge business must remain secret.
Yes, secret.
definitely secret.
Only those who know the secret handshake.
Will be allowed to hear our discussion.
Ted! Dang it, Ted! You showed them the secret handshake!
Sorry.
May we speak with your husband?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I was planning a dinner party tonight.
We'll only be a moment.
The lodge business is important.
Forget about the whole handshake thing.
You never saw anything.
Really control everything.
Your uniform looks cute too.
For a secret organization that controls the entire world, it would have gone with a different
You
hat.
want me to tell you again? Excuse me, everyone. It's perfectly nice having unexpected and uninvited guests on the night I'm having a dinner party. I'm terribly worried about our proper guests. They should have been here by now. Does anyone have the time?
Grandpa says it's 7:35 p.m.
7:35? Did you say 7:35? It's time to duck, cover, and remain calm.
Time to get that coverage you need.
Time to prepare for the mothership.
Time to be beautiful.
Time for the super secret handshake and launch salute.
Time for political action.
Time for Grandpa's enema. You say 7:35? It's too late. It's too late for everyone to see how perfect our houses, our lives are, and our dinner party is.
Okay, I have a plan. We need to follow procedure.
Forget procedure. My world has already ended. It's not perfect anymore.
And 5, 4, duck, cover, and remain calm.
Wait. I'm getting a message from the cosmic void. Yes, I understand.
What is it, sister? Yes, and why did that? Has the mothership forgotten about us?
No, the space fabric is out of sync,
It's time to prepare for the new arrival of the mothership. Come, sisters, we must meditate. Yes, meditate.
Wait, so all those policies I sold, they're all gonna be valid? I gotta get to the office. I gotta fix the commercial table. I gotta call Mom.
Well, I guess that means I made enough people beautiful. My work here is done. Remember, when Avon comes calling, beauty is right behind.
Now we have to come up with a new secret handshake since everyone's gonna see ours.
Can we do that? No!
Well, it's about time the politicians listen.
Good thing they hate this nonsense. I guess there's no need in watching the town hall now.
Unless we can find something else to protest. Let's protest so I have something to protest. Yeah, let's march. Yeah.
What's that, Grandpa? I want to leave. But I was talking to the nice man in uniform.
It's okay. Since the world didn't end after all, I have to take off the official helmet.
Oh, that's too bad. I only go steady with men in uniform. Let's go, Grandpa.
Wait, I do have a uniform. At work, at the filling station.
Reese must be my favorite kind of man in uniform.
Really? Well, let me tell you about this one moon show that day. It was so big.
I'm so terribly sorry that the party wasn't perfect. I'll do better next time, Pop Bear, when the world isn't ending.
Maybe we can watch TV and learn how to be perfect from watching commercials. Everyone in commercial is always perfect.
What a lovely idea. We'll learn how to be perfect by watching commercials for things like gasoline, detergents, and nylon stockings.
If this is what being perfect is like, I can't wait for our next dinner party. I had a great time.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.